Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. This show, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Why? Because I know that whatever you came in here with, whatever you're listening with, watching with, that however you came to us, I know you can become better. Because, see, every one of us have something on the inside. We have a potential. And not one of us, I don't believe any of us could raise our hand and say, you know what, I'm reaching my potential. No one. Everyone has more on the inside. And on this show, we want to help you find that. What I find a lot of times is, and this may be you, but what I find a lot of times is that people get into their 50s or their 60s or their 70s, and they just want to throw in the towel. They say, well, it's too late. It's life has gone on too much. I've already missed my time for this, that, or the other. But that's not the case at all. Like, our body is an amazing machine. If you treat it well, if you eat the right kind of foods, if you exercise, if you do the right things, if you think the right way, if you have the right relationships, then you can really make an impact at whatever stage of life that you're in. So on this show, we want to help you get there, whatever it is. Make sure to go to Believe Health TV. That's our website. And also, any of the social media outlets, make sure to follow me there. Easy to find. Go to Believe Health TV. You can find everything you need. Also, we are giving away my book for free. So if you don't have a copy of my hardback book, my best-selling book, go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll send you a copy. Why are we doing that? Why? Because we want to help you. We want to get you to the next level with your health in your life and make you realize that just with a few pages of a book and maybe learning a couple of really key concepts, that you can go to that next level. You can thrive instead of just barely surviving like you probably have been doing. Isn't it time to be more than that? I mean, if you have high blood pressure, do you really just want to take a pill and cross your fingers and hope for the best? I don't think so. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't accept that as the lot in my life, if you will. I think there's a greater way to find success with your health, but it comes in our habits. And look, I'm no nonsense. Like, there's no shortcuts. There's no cod liver oil and multivitamin that's going to transform your life and make everything better. It's just not. You have to step up and take responsibility for your health every single day. No excuses. Like, no more whining, no more reasons why. Like, do not give yourself, if you find yourself telling yourself that there's a reason why this, that, and the other has happened, or there's a reason why you haven't achieved your goal, there's a reason why you haven't hit this landmark that you're working on, 15 pounds of weight loss, or, maybe whatever it is, don't lie to yourself. Because if you're giving yourself an excuse, then you're giving yourself a lie. It's not the truth. Like, the fact that you say, I don't have time, you have time. Yeah, you do. We all have time. We all have the same 24 hours. You have the same 24 hours in your day as a billionaire has in their day. Like, as a pro athlete has in their day. It's just how you choose to use it. It's how we choose to use our time that really will determine our overall success. And if you look at someone that's successful in any area of life, many times they're successful in all areas of life. And why is that? It's because of habits. Habits determine everything when it comes with everything in our life, but especially with our health. Our health is determined by our habits. Nothing else. Look, genetics, family history, all of these things. I mean, it's a small percentage of what really it takes to be healthy, to thrive and really make it. So on this show, we want to help you get there. Go to Believe Health TV. That's Believe Health TV, and make sure, go get a free copy, myfreehealthbook.com. Let's get on the phones here in just a minute. Listen, I know you've been waiting there. You can give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Always call us to get your questions answered, whatever it is. We'll talk about anything. Look, if you need us, we're here for you. And that's what this show's about, to be an encouragement to you, to help you along the way. And we've got great team members. Listen, we've got an incredible health club community that people come together in. It's a Facebook group. I get in there. I help you. I encourage you. Live, we can interact. Pretty amazing. But you can always join that and go to Believe Health TV, and you'll find that there. But you can always give us a call, 888-283-7272, and we'll do everything we can to help. And look, if you don't want your question to be here on the show, I get it. It's okay. Sometimes people don't want that. Very simple to do. More than anything, okay? More than anything, we want to see you thrive. When I see someone overweight or they're taking 10 medications, which I've seen a lot, and when I see someone that is just living way below their potential, and I know they've got more on the inside, look, everybody needs a good primary care physician, and everybody needs specialists. What we really specialize in our company, what we do, and here on the shows, and is we really focus on coaching people. And not that doctors don't. Doctor means teacher. So whenever you call somebody doctor like myself, I understand that you're talking about, healthcare and possibly medicine or supplements or whatever. But you really want to get in the mindset of teacher, because that's what doctor really means, that you've studied and you've practiced clinically or whatever, and you've done the work, right, to figure out what it takes to help someone. And that's what a great doctor does. They teach so that you can take that information and be empowered yourself to take that, whatever it is, talking about a multivitamin or, how to lose weight or getting up and exercising, the right kind of exercise done the right way, the right kind of rest, the right kind of water. Speaking of water, all these things, you've got to have someone that can coach you along the way. Well, that's what we do for you. And that's what we want to accomplish here on the show each and every day for you. So give us a call, 888-283-7272, or go to Believe Health TV. Let's get on the phones and go with Patrick. Hi, Patrick.
Yeah, hi. Got a situation that happened about 4 or 5 months ago. I've got I forgot what the hell they call it, of the eye. Anyway, they're blurry. My one left eye, and I just over the weekend they told me to go to the hospital to get my carotid arteries in my neck checked, and one's good, and the other one is about 60% clogged. I guess with cholesterol or whatever it is. And I'm seeing a doctor again tomorrow, and they're going to discuss either a stent or a bypass of some kind. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help improve my eye, or the cholesterol that's built up in my neck before I do surgery, which he says is not an emergency. It could be 2 or 3 or 4 months before they need to do anything serious, because I'm not having any effects from it except the eye. And the eye doctor said I don't have proper, maybe not enough blood flow going to the eye. So anyway, that's what I got.
All right, so let's talk about a couple of things that's really important to understand, and that's this, is that when it comes down to blood flow, you have to do whatever it takes. The fact that you've got a great medical team that's looking at this and giving you options is a big deal. Do the procedures need to be done to unclog? I think it might be a wise decision, because when it comes down to the eyes, you don't want to mess around. Really, when it comes down to the entire vascular system, remember, the leading cause of death in America is heart disease. So when you start messing with the heart in a negative way and don't address what needs to be addressed, it can be a real challenge. So, yes, I would totally listen to what they're telling you and follow that path. But from your own perspective, look, if you don't have a health coach provider from our team, I hope you get one, because you're going to need some coaching on the day-to-day, because it is about the foods that you eat. Do you know that they've done studies, multiple studies, and there are diets that will unclog arteries, 100%, like done in the United States. Huge studies that were done. There's only one type of diet, though, that will unclog an artery, and it's a plant-based diet. So it doesn't involve a lot of meat. It doesn't involve a lot of proteins. It does have a lot of plant products, though, and most of your proteins are going to come from non-animal sources. But the results are amazing. Like, they've done studies with this, and it's tested. And so I'm a big fan of that. When anybody has heart disease at all, the college that I'm a part of, the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, all of the physicians inside this college, we all agree that a plant-based diet is the better way to go. And I always talk about the anti-inflammatory diet, which is really important, but that involves a plant-based diet. I've kind of got my own spin on it, but that's what we use in all of our coaching. But a plant-based diet is so key with what you have. That's your first starting point.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Raisa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
I would look at this. If you're really struggling with any area of your life, always start here, because I always get the question, where do I start? Dr. Asa, where do I start? It really starts down first with your mindset. I think anyone has to make a decision. Right? I mean, I think that's the first step for anyone, is to make the decision that I want to get well. I don't want to stay where I am. I mean, I'm fine-tuning on what I do every single day. I exercise all the time. I eat healthy. I do exactly what I teach you. But I'm constantly learning. So imagine someone like myself who's always studying on, hopefully I'm on the cutting edge in catching the information as it's coming in. And there's a lot right now. But I apply that to my own life. Like my own exercise, my own eating habits, my sleep habits, all of these things. As soon as I see something, I like to test it on myself, before I start to talk about it with others. And so a lot of these things I've tested. And I will tell you that nothing will make a greater difference with anything that you do. And this is common sense, but it's your habits more than anything. Go to Believe Health TV. That's Believe Health TV. Or call me, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. And check out all the social media. If you don't have a free copy of my book, we will give it to you for free just for being a great listener or viewer. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll send it to you absolutely free. It's hard copy, my best-selling book. I just want to see you, all of us here, want to see you thrive. We just want to see you make it and do better today than you did yesterday. That should be a goal for you. Don't ever – look, I was always told we're either growing or we're dying. You're never staying the same. So don't ever believe that. Don't ever believe that you're comfortable in your little spot and that you're just staying the same. We're either growing or dying. So which one do you want to do? I want to grow. I know we have to die at some point. I know we got to go, see Jesus is what I believe at some point. And that's great. I just don't want to go yet. I've got things I want to do and accomplish here. And so I hope you do too. So we want to help you get there. Okay. Now we're going to talk about some foods that, now, this is one of my things. Food is our medicine more than anything, just so you know. Like my granny always taught me we are what we eat. And it took me like 3 doctorates and 16 years of college to go all around the circle when I should have just listened to her, probably saved myself a lot of extra time. And it really does come down to that. We are what we eat. Well, they've done a survey. And they put junk food in 4 categories. All right. Number 1, they put it in, and these are the 4 categories that everybody struggles with. So you may struggle with all these, but you may only struggle with 1 or maybe 2. But the categories are this: chocolate and French fries. Okay. Chocolate and French fries. That's one category. Number 2 is cheese and bacon. Okay. So that's more your salty fat type cravings. Pretzels and soda. So that gets your carbohydrates and the sugar, high sugar content. And then chicken and broccoli. So I don't think too many people are going to raise their hand and say, man, I'm craving the chicken and the broccoli. But that's a good category if you do. I do know people that struggle with that. But I want to tell you that if you fall in those 4 categories, you really want to think about it. The chocolate French fries is very high in fat and high in refined carbohydrates, okay? The pretzels and the soda, high in sugar, high in carbs, all right? And the broccoli chicken is low in fat and refined carbohydrates and sugar. So it's the best one to be, if you want to say addicted to, then that would be the better area. The cheese bacon's nothing but just straight up fat and sugar. So everyone has cravings, and all the cravings mean different things, just so you know. A lot of times when you crave sweets, you've got more of a thyroid condition potentially, or you have something going on potentially with the pancreas. Okay, now this is naturopathic medicine. This is not like standard traditional medicine. It's a different kind of thought. But remember, I've got 3 doctorates. So, I talk from different angles because I want to bring in different thought from the traditional medicine to naturopathic medicine to, any alternative medicine. I just am a big fan of all of it because I think they all have really valid points. And there's studies on all of them. I mean, Eastern medicine and Western medicine, one's been around longer than the other, but they complement each other in so many different ways. That's why acupuncture, Chinese medicine, has come along so strong in this country now in our regular medical system. So it's encouraging to know that we have so many options when it comes to our health. I'm so glad you're with us today. This show's about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. Make sure to go to Believe Health TV. There's our website. You'll find everything you need. Look, also, you can find our shows all over. Clicks TV, you can find us on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, all of these places. You can find the show, my gosh, and all of the social media outlets. If you haven't got on with any of our Twitter and Facebook, TikTok, all of that, please do. We want you to be there to connect with us so we can share and we can give you the kind of information that you need each and every day. I love social media and the fact that you can take those little snippets like on TikTok and I can give you a tip and you can take that and use that as part of your day right then. Like, it's not something you got to go to the store and get something. It's something you can apply to your life right then and right there, which is really important, especially when it comes down to our health. A lot of times we don't want to wait. You want to be able to take action right then. And it matters. I'll tell you, the exercise you do every single day, it matters. The food you eat every single day, it matters. All of it matters. It really does. Now, if you don't have a copy of my free book, we're sending it to you for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. We had Susan send an email in. Let's go to this. She says, Doc, here's what I'm struggling with. My boyfriend and I are having some challenges, and I lose my temper a lot. And what do I need to do to help balance that out? Okay, so here's the deal. A lot of times when it comes to that's an open-ended email. I could go on and on for that, but let me give you kind of a basic path instead of going down a rabbit trail. Here's the deal. 9 times out of 10, if you get easily aggravated, easily agitated, it's dopamine. Okay, so we have we have more than that, but there's 4 primary brain chemicals that makes our brain function very well. Number 1 is dopamine. It's the feel-good chemical. Okay, when you eat chocolate, it raises dopamine. If you smoke a cigarette, it raises dopamine. That kind of thing. Eat sugar, raises dopamine. Serotonin's the other good one. Serotonin's the one that makes us feel good. When serotonin goes down, we can get depressed. So keeping serotonin up, carbohydrates, keep serotonin up, makes us feel good, all right? The other one is GABA. GABA is really important because it calms us down. It chills us out. And if you have low GABA, you have a lot of anxiety. People with nervous energy, they have low GABA. The other one is acetylcholine. And I think out of all 4 of these, it's really probably the one that we struggle with the most. You get it from egg yolks. There's not many foods that have a lot of choline in it. But when you run high levels of stress in your life or a lot of physical activity like an athlete, you burn through acetylcholine like crazy. And so by raising acetylcholine, you're going to increase the brain's ability to function at a very, very high level. And so when you're talking about easily getting aggravated, that sort of thing, typically out of those 4 that I mentioned, it's the dopamine levels that get low. Now, if you're a big caffeine drinker, just remember this. When you drink caffeine, it cuts dopamine big time. So if you drink caffeine all day long, you find out that type of person or you is aggravated a lot, you just got to realize that it's probably one of the main reasons your dopamine levels are just going down. But here's the good news. If you like dark chocolate, which I do, now I don't mean like the really sweet tasting chocolate. I'm talking about like 80% or greater, where it's kind of bitter. That type of chocolate raises dopamine tremendously. Like 2 to 4 squares of a bar a day can raise dopamine levels. And matter of fact, throughout the day, you can even eat a square, and it's enough to bump dopamine levels up in the brain. That, along with pyridoxal 5-phosphate, P5P, are all very good in supporting the brain.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the Asa RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at AsaRx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're with us today. This show is all about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. We are here to help you. We want to see you reach your potential and become the best version of you. That's what this show is all about. It's about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. You can always give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Also, go to the website. You go to Believe Health TV. Our network, look, we're here to help you, to get you to the next level with your health and your life. Why? Because we believe in you. I just don't believe that you can scratch the surface in life. You've been given so much with such a great, healthy body. And even if it's broken down, you can still get your health back. Remember, if the body can get sick, it can also get well. All right, if you can lifestyle your way, which 95% of people do, into getting some type of health challenge like diabetes, blood pressure, fibromyalgia, depression, whatever. If you can lifestyle your way in, then you can lifestyle your way out. You just need the mindset to do it and the tools to accomplish it. And you really can make anything happen. And we want to help you do that here on the show. If you don't have a free copy of my book, look, we're giving you a copy. Just go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. And we'll send you a copy. It's a hardback copy. My best-selling book. We'll send it to you. Why? Because we believe in you. We want to help you. Go to that next level. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it. It is so powerful, and it is so simple to follow. It's not hard at all. To eat the right kind of foods, remove the certain kind of foods that will raise inflammation, and eat the kind of foods that lower inflammation in the body. And how many people know that inflammation is a huge key? I think we all know that by now. With all the information that's out there, we know that your eating habits, number one, is important, but that lowering inflammation in the body, that's important too. All right. Let's kick off with an email. We've got Donna in Dallas, Texas. She wants to know she recently had a colonoscopy and had polyps. And the doctor said that it's not cancerous, so it's benign. But should I be scared? Okay, that's a great question. Because what are polyps? And like when your doctor says you have polyps, I think it would make anybody kind of freak out, right? Like, okay, I have what? And you found what? You shouldn't be finding anything, right? we have these natural polyps that can form over time. Many times it has to do with the colon, you're not getting enough fiber in your diet. And this is why I think for so long we just hammered home the message of eating enough fiber. Now, I think the rule of thumb in nutrition for a long time has been, like 30 grams a day of fiber. And that's was seen as a lot. But remember, 1.5% of Americans actually eat fruits and vegetables. So we're not eating a lot of foods that contain a lot of fiber anyway. A lot of fast food, a lot of processed foods, a lot of meats, a lot of sugar. There's a lot of all these things that we really don't need to be putting in our body a whole lot of. It needs to be more plant-based, for sure, without a doubt. That's where all the nutrients are really going to come from. And not that meat's bad. I'm not an anti-meat guy, and I'm not against a lot of these foods. I mean, there's amazing organic foods that are created that do great. I believe that we should eat whole foods, though, and put food in the way it was originally designed. Like God made an apple. He didn't make an apple fritter, right? He made a potato, not French fries cooked in oil. So when you start eating the kind of foods that we make, that man makes or woman makes or whatever, that we all make, many times it can kind of degrade down to where it doesn't need to go. So we need to eat the kind of foods in the way they were originally designed to eat, and that's where you get the greatest health from. So when you talk about polyps, you really want to think about fiber. You want to think about the quality of food that you're eating every single day. Also, think about probiotics. The microbiome in the gut is the environment of the gut, giving the body the right kind of nutrients like probiotics, which 30 billion a day minimum should be what you take with any kind of supplement, but it really is determined by the amount of flora and the microflora that you're going to have and the right kind of organisms that you put inside that microbiome. It's a big deal to make sure you put the right ones in on a consistent basis. That's the key. Now, you can get them from foods. You can get the right kind of bacteria, the good bacteria, the probiotics. That's what that word means. You can get that from things like yogurt. You can do kimchi, fermented vegetables. Very, very good for you. Kefir is great as well. There's a lot of great ways. Squash is loaded with probiotics as well from a vegetable standpoint, as well as omega-3 fats. But there's so many ways to get it, but it's about getting it consistently. I like kombucha tea. It's one of my favorites and a great way to get high-level probiotics in on a regular basis. Now, there's so many ways when it comes to good digestive health. If you want to know how to help with polyps, or you have a colonoscopy and you get it done and they're like, man, we found something, and you're thinking, what should I do? The biggest thing is this: raise your fiber intake. Your fiber intake needs to be, here's the rule of thumb, and you can make your own decisions, because I think first of all, your family doctor is probably going to tell you 30 grams because that's like the gold standard. I would tell you, I shoot for about 60 grams of fiber a day, double what is recommended, because I know what's out there and I know the research. So you got to realize this. You have to realize that the studies have shown us that for every 10 grams of fiber, you reduce your chance of colon cancer by 10%. Did you get that? For every 10 grams of fiber, you reduce your chance of colon cancer by 10%. Now, you can't do 100 grams of fiber a day and just be loaded on fiber, okay? So if you're hitting around the 50 or 60% mark, you're doing really well. Your body is functioning great when you're getting that amount of fiber in. It really is. So you can get it from all kinds of vegetables, right? Most fruits and vegetables are loaded with fiber. But if you eat about 16 ounces of black beans or pinto beans or chickpeas, you're going to get like 20 grams of fiber just in that just in that bowl of beans alone. There's just great ways and easy ways. Big salad, big kale salad. If you were to eat that, you're going to get tons of fiber from that. There's so many great ways to get it if you just eat the right kind of foods consistently. And that's really what it takes. It's the consistency. But if you really want to get your digestive health in order, then I would focus on fiber. Fiber is a key. And it's not just getting your powdered fiber. Not that the organic versions of those powders aren't helpful. They can be. But you really want to get it from whole foods and your natural organic foods as much as possible. I'm just a big fan of getting everything you can out of food. Supplements are what they are. They are to supplement a diet that's not getting everything that it needs. So you want to keep it in that line. And that makes a big difference. 888-283-7272. You can always call us, and we'll make you part of the show. Look, we're here for you each and every day. 888-283-7272. You can always call us, and if you don't want to be part of the show, that's okay. We can have someone answer in private for you if you need that. You can email us. Just go to Believe Health TV. That's our website, and you can send us an email there, and we can make it part of the show. Look, we're here for you, no matter what. Just realize that you don't have to be stuck where you are, okay? No matter what you have, diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, anxiety, you 100 pounds overweight, just realize that the body can get sick, it can also get well. And your lifestyle is your medicine, and your lifestyle comes down to your choices that you make each and every day. So the thing is, you are in charge of your choices. No one else is. I can't do it for you. Your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your loved ones, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. No one can take responsibility for your health but you. You have to step up every single day and say, you know what? I'm going to exercise today. I don't want to, but I'm going to. I don't want to eat that. I want to eat this, rack of donuts because I'm just craving them and they look good, but I'm not. I'm going to choose to eat this. When you get in that mindset of like, I'm going to eat this way and I'm going to follow through every single day, then you move into a different level. And if you look at anyone that is in great shape, it's not just their genetics. I mean, there are genetics there, but it's not just like they're eating pizza and donuts and they look like that. Not if they're over the age of 35. 25, there's some people that can get away with that, all right? But you start hitting 35, and the accumulation of that type of lifestyle over time, no, you got to be really disciplined and following a great path to hit the kind of goals that we're talking about. Optimal health is achievable for everyone, and I do mean everyone. I believe that everyone can live if they do the right things in the right way at the right time, consistently. They can really win. And on this show, that's what we're going to help you do. That's why I'm giving you my book for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We'll send you a copy of my hardback book, absolutely free. It's a bestseller on all the lists, and we'll send it to you. Okay? Why? Because we want to help you get to that next level with your health and with your life. It's so important to surround yourself with the right people. Did you know that? That you become the books you read and the 5 closest people that you hang out with, that's who you become. So you want to be cautious and you want to be thoughtful and mindful with the people that you choose to hang out with, because your friends matter. Your people matter. All the people in your life matters. I mean, like it all matters. Let's get on the phones. 888-283-7272. I know you've been waiting for me, guys. I'm sorry. Let's get to the phones. Let's go to Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy. What is your health challenge?
I was calling in reference to I'm having problems with tingling in my fingers at the tip, and sometime in my whole entire left hand. Tingles a lot, like pins and needles are sticking my fingers. And I just want to know what caused that, and also I feel it in my extremities, which is my toes as well. If you can give me some insight on that, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. So let's talk about this. Tingling in your fingers and toes. A couple items to think about. One is if it's random, if it comes and goes, it could be a lot of things. It could be the nerves are being irritated in those particular areas, but it could be just coming from the spine. If it's in your hands or your fingers, it could be coming from the lower part of your neck, C5, C6, C7, C8, or T1. And so if you've got that area that is being affected, whatever it is, you sleep wrong, or maybe you have a job where you're constantly, your head's tilt is always down, or maybe you have an injury, a car accident that throws whiplash. It can cause issues of what we call degeneration.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Raisa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
In those areas, and that can cause major issues. It can start out slow with the numbness and the tingling and that sort of thing, but it could advance into something a little bit more serious. So it is something to go get looked at by either a chiropractic physician or an osteopathic physician, a DO. I would start there because it may be non-surgical, and those practitioners tend to be able to find those kind of areas a little bit better, in my opinion. So I would go check out a DC or a DO. To start out there, just to make sure that it's not structural. Now, it could be what we call chemical or nutritional in nature. A lot of times you start having blood sugar issues. And again, our time is short here, but I can tell you that if you do have blood sugar issues and you're starting to get tingling in the extremities, that could be a major player in that. So getting some blood tests done with your primary care or whomever you see, they can do some testing to figure out what your numbers look like, okay, blood sugar, that sort of thing, and figure out if you're going down that path. It could be other things, okay? That's why in medicine, in healthcare, however you want to put it, we always believe the worst first and work our way backwards. That's why I think it's good to go get testing done as much as you need or as much as they think you need. You know, whether it's x-rays or MRI or the blood testing or urinalysis, whatever they want to do, ultrasound, I mean, any of those. Have them test whatever you have going on and then let them come up with a good conclusion. Because when you have tingling, it's not just like, now, I can tell you this, nutritionally, if you have a high level of stress, and this is not traditional medicine, this is more naturopathic medicine, okay? Different kind of thought. But if you're in a situation where you have tingling and numbness and whatnot, it could be something so simple as an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency, like not getting enough cod liver oil, not getting enough fish oil. Your omega-3s and your 6s and your 9s are out of balance. There's a blood test we can do to figure that out. But it could be something that simple, or it could be something not so simple. It could be a vitamin B5 deficiency. That's simple. Okay, pantothenic acid or B6. But it could also be something more serious. That's why the testing is important. I'll tell you what, get the testing done, have them do evaluations, and then let me know what's going on. You can call back here on the show, or you can send an email to us. Go to Believe Health TV, and we can get someone to get on that, one of our health coach providers, get on that and work through that with you. I mean, regardless, just know this, that when the body is doing something weird, like numbness and tingling, it's telling you something. Like, the body will always tell you what it wants. The body will always tell you what it needs. The body will always tell you what it's running out of. I'm so glad you're with us today. Look, this show is always about you. It's about your health. It's about your life. You can always give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. We're here for you each and every day. Go to Believe Health TV. That's our network, and you can find us there. And look, if you don't have any social media, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just look for Dr. Asa at any of those, and you will find me there. Join me. Connect with me. Look, let's go. This thing is all about getting to the next level with your health in your life. And I believe more than ever that you're on a path, and you can be on a path, that you can be that next level, the best version of you every single day. If, and I do mean if you make the right choices. We want to give you that. All right. Everybody asks me about supplements. What do you take? What do you do? Here are what we call the foundational 5, okay? We're moving it into the foundational 5. Number 1, that's a good whole food multivitamin and mineral to give you a little bit of everything that you need. Why? Because we make sure that when it comes down to it, you need 5 things, I think, every single day. There's the 4, but I'm adding a 5th in there, okay? So you're seeing it right now. Whole food multivitamin and mineral, number 1. Number 2, digestive enzymes to give your body the breakdown that it needs for proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Your main, what we call macronutrients. Why is that important? It's important for this reason. Because no matter how much you eat really good food, our soil is very depleted, and we're not getting the nutrients that we need, not even the organic foods. We're not getting the nutrients that we need. And so it takes digestive enzymes, things like bromelain and protease and amylase. It takes these things that our body needs to take it from you absorbing 15 to 20% of the food you're taking in to, say, 80 or 90%. All right, number 3, we need a good fish oil. All right, omega-3 fatty acids are the key to lowering inflammation in the body and causing just about every cell in the body to function at its highest level. And we don't get it hardly in our diet at all. So supplementing with it, very important, along with eating eggs, whole eggs, by the way, and fish. Salmon is my absolute favorite. I could eat it like all the time. It's just one of my absolute favorites. All right, so that's number 3. Number 4 is a good probiotic. Put in the right kind of bacteria back in your gut. 30 billion minimal, at the baseline, but you want to make sure you're getting the right kind of bacteria. And the 5th one is vitamin D. So vitamin D3, having your blood tests done on a periodic basis. I would do at least every 6 months, if not once a quarter. See what your blood test numbers are. Keep your vitamin D between 60 and 80. Those are the 5. We have a 1-pack that has all 5 of those in there. You can go to the website. Just go to Believe Health TV. Look, we try to make everything, I try to make everything as simple. I like common sense health. I like things to be easy to follow. It's like a 1, 2, 3 ABC type approach. Why? Because now more than ever, we are getting into a time where there is so much information, it's like your head's going to explode, right? You want to be in a place where, because health is not difficult. Health is about discipline. It's not about the 25-step approach to better health. It's really not. It's about your choices and your habits and your decisions that you make every single day, and being consistent with the primary ones, like drinking plenty of water, half your body weight in ounces every single day. Like, don't miss. It has to be a gold standard, and that keeps you healthy in so many different ways. Little things like that, but health is not difficult. It's not. It's really about making the right choices. On this show, we always want to help you make the right choices so that you can thrive and go to the next level and become the best version of you.
Did you know you could listen to the ASA RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the ASA RX audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.